So, as you can see, the concepts till now, whatever is covered, we started with the JVM architecture is covered, and the fundamentals of hoops have covered inheritance, abstraction. So this encapsulation today I will cover. Okay, I've also covered inheritance packages. Also have covered. In oops advanced, this keyword, super keyword, right? Inheritance, polymorphism, yesterday I have covered. So abstract class and interfaces also covered. So basically encapsulation is the one topic is pending, right? Okay, so I will just give a recap what we done in the last class. So last class I started with explaining the final. So as you know that final can be applied with class, methods and variables. So if you apply with the variables, you're not able to change the value of it. If you apply with the methods, you can't override it. If you apply with the classes, you're not able to extend it, right? So that is what we have seen in the uh, final key. So after that, I have started with the abstract classes. So in abstract class, we have seen like we have created an abstract class and we have added abstract methods. Then what we do, we can extend any abstract class you can extend, but we have to basically complete that methods, right? If you are not able to provide the solution, what we have to do, we have to make the classes abstract. And also we have worked on interface also, right? So in interface, we have seen that in like whatever by default you have it in the interface, it will be public in nature, right? Because it will make sense always. Interfaces will be having lots of incomplete method. Let's say if you make it as a private, how you can able to override it, right? So you're not able to override the methods in interface. So, and also we have seen the relationships also. If there is in a two classes, it will be extends. There will be a interface and class means it will be implements. And if there is a two interface, it will be extends relationship. So just like abstract class, in interface also you can have like incomplete methods. And also I told you that in Java 8, see static methods you can add. Okay, after 1.8, uh, static methods you can keep it in the interface. You can also keep default methods. Okay, and also we have seen what is the difference between abstract class and interface. So the main difference between the abstract class and interface is in abstract class you are not able to uh, uh, like achieve this concept of multiple inheritance, right? So but through interface you can achieve the multiple inheritance, right? So for that I have took like two default methods. I have used super. Whenever I pass e dot super dot run, e method will run, and f dot super dot run, if I do, f method will run, correct? So multiple inheritance also we have seen, and we have seen the relationships, right? Yeah. After that, I started with the inner class. So in inner class, we have seen like if you have a class inside another class, how you can able to access. Let's say if you have a method inside the class, how you can access. Let's say if you have a, static methods, static classes, so how you can achieve, right? And also we have seen what is the difference between public, private, default, right? So these are all the topics I have covered in the last session. So let's understand what is encapsulation is all about. See, this encapsulation is very, very important, okay? Because when I do the the project, every project. Okay, so whenever I create anything, what I will do, I will create a class. Then for that, I will be using getter and setters. Okay, so let me explain to you the concept of the encapsulation. Okay, see, encapsulation in Java is the process of wrapping up of code and data together into a single unit. For example, capsule, mixed of several medicine. So the advantages of encapsulation is by providing getter and setter, okay, you can make a read only, write only. It it provides you better control over the data. Okay. See, encapsulation, right? All of you seen the medicine, right? We get it in capsule, correct? So if you see the capsules, any medicine capsules in real time, in real life, like if you go to a doctor and you tell the doctor that you got a cold, fever, or whatever. So doctor will not give you for cold one medicine, headache one medicine. Like he will not give you different medicine for each symptom, right? Like what they will do, they will give you one medicine, right? In that, I mean, one medicine means there will be a two, three medicine, but he will not give you like for every symptom single individual medicine, right? So how, like what they do, they wrap the medicine in a single capsule, right? So similarly, we will be having something called as encapsulation. Encapsulation is nothing but, see, wrapping up of code and data together. Okay, wrapping up of code and data together into a single unit. Okay, for example, capsule is a mixed of several medicine, right? So similarly, there will be a code and there will be a data. Okay, that is called as encapsulation class. Okay, let's do some practical, then we'll understand that. So now what I will do, I'm going to create a encapsulated class, the package here, encapsule. Okay, so here I will be creating a new class. Maybe I will create a student. Okay, see, earlier the other class and all, right, when we started, like how exactly you are going to like whenever you want to get the data, like how you used to do, right? So we used to use like this keyword, right? Like each time this dot name, this dot, like that we used to do. So but when you are working in a real time, will not be using any this keyword, something like that. Okay, and one more thing with the Java, see, whenever you want to fetch the data or whenever you want to get the data, it has to be with the methods. Okay, don't use like this dot get, I mean this dot that particular variable, like that you should not use it. Okay, so from now onwards, for every time whenever I want to get some data, right, even in real time also, whenever you want to get the data, you have to use encapsulated class. Okay, fine. So now what I will do, I'm going to use like methods. Okay, so I will use like private int, let's say roll number. Then I will use like a private string name. Okay, so roll number and name I will take. So guys, very important. Okay, in real time projects also, how you have to create getter and setters means right click source. Okay, see, right click source will be there. See, source will be there. As you can see, getter and setters, generate getter and setters. Okay, this is how you can generate. Click on that, select all, generate. Okay, now what happened? It generated a getter and setter class, right? Get set, get set, get get roll number, set roll number, get roll number, set roll number, right? So like this, whenever you want to get the data or set something, you have to use the methods. Okay, so now what happened, I have created the methods. Now what I will do, I'm going to create one more class. Maybe I will create like a class department. Okay, So in this department, let me have the main method. Okay. So here I'm going to create a student object. I will do s1 dot. First I will set. Okay. I will set the name. Let's say I will set the name, maybe a name. Okay. Then I will use set s1 dot set roll number. Okay. So like that, I have created object of the student. As you can see, I am basically setting that data. Okay. I'm setting some name. Okay. And I'm setting the values. So now what will happen in this object? The values will be stored, right? Now let's say if you want to get the data, okay, from the object, what I will do, I will type s1 dot get name. Okay, if you want to get the name, s1 dot get name, so control space, okay, s1 dot get roll number. Okay, so now you can see that I'm actually setting the name and setting the roll number. Like whenever I want to get, what I can do, I can use the getters. Okay, if you want to set some value, you can use setters. Whenever you want to get the data, you can use getters. Okay, so now when I execute this program, okay, as you can see, I'm able to get the value. Okay, so from now onwards, we'll not be using any constructor to store the value to get it. Okay, in real time also, every project, what we do, we always create this kind of a encapsulated class. Okay, like even Hibernate or Spring Framework. Many times, whenever you want to get the data or set the values, we have to use getter and setters. So from there, you can actually get the values. Okay, so setter and getters. So this is actually called as encapsulation. Here, wrapping up of code and data together. Okay, so here, wrapping up of code. What is code? Setters and getters, right? This is the code. Wrapping up of code and data. Data is like whatever the data I am passing, right? As you can see, Amar or this thing. This is the data. So this is actually encapsulated class. Okay, wrapping up of getter, like code and data together. Okay, this is actually called as. So the main advantages of the encapsulated class is you always get better control over the data. Okay, so this is actually called as encapsulated class. So any questions? Yeah.
So, hi, good morning.
Mm, mm,
So, does this mean that for
mm,
all the parent and child classes, in case of, say, a design that involves inheritance of
mm,
various classes,
mhm.
the getter setter method will come only in the main method, and all classes we should do private only, right? I mean, like the way we have done here. If there are multiple classes, parent-child classes, it will
Uh,
still follow the same logic of private
mm.
encapsulation. And then
Yes.
only in the main method, finally, main call method,
And,
we will use this. Is this how
n-
it is?
not only main, like anywhere you want to set the data, even in normal methods also. Okay. If you want to set the data, you can use not only in main method. Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry. We will in upcoming session we will use it in real time, so that you will understand. Okay, so anywhere you can use, not only, it's not like only you can use it in main method, not like that. So whenever for an object, if you want to set the data or to get the values, you can use the getter and setters.
Even in the child classes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's say
Anywhere,
there are.
see, anywhere you can, wherever, if you
Okay.
want, wherever the object creation is possible, there and all, you just create the object. So for that, you set the value, just get it. That's it, like that. Okay.
Okay.
So don't worry, like in Hibernate, we'll take most of the advantages of this particular classes. You'll understand properly. Okay. So for now, just understand how to create this encapsulated class and how to use it. Okay. So in real time, you'll definitely understand that. Okay, as I told, you just need to right click, click on source, and you see getter and setters. This is the option. Okay, so this try to understand how to create and how to get and set it for now. What we do, we will be starting like maybe from sixth class, we will be starting Hibernate and Spring Framework. So that time I will show you how exactly it will helpful. Okay, and also in real time you can do getter setter for list also. Okay, so not only a in single object, the list of objects also you can actually take it. So that and all I will show you in real time. Okay, so with this concept, we are closing the oops actually. Okay, object oriented programming concepts. So here, like most of the concepts I have covered, inheritance, different types of inheritance. Okay, this keyword, super keyword, final key. Okay, abstract class, interfaces, encapsulations, method overloading, overriding. So these are all the important topics. We have it in oops, and followed there will be one always one question. Okay, the question is, so Java is a pure object oriented programming language or not? So the question is, the Java is pure object oriented programming language or not? So the answer for this question is actually no. Okay, Java is not actually purely object oriented programming language, which mean Java is a object oriented programming language. Okay, everybody will agree. We will be using objects and all. But why not a pure object oriented programming language means? So without objects also, we can do many things, right? We can use a static keyword with the static methods, right? Without objects also, we can use static methods, right? With the class name, you can access the static variables or methods. But in pure object oriented programming language, you will not having any concept such as static and all. Whatever you want to do, you have to do it with objects only. Okay, such programming languages also exist. So Java is not a pure object oriented programming language. Okay, Java is a just object oriented programming language, but not pure. Okay, why means without objects also we can do many other things, right? Okay.
In Python, they
Hmm.
say everything is an object. So is Python?
Uh, I'm not sure. You need to just check it out. I'm not
Okay,
much familiar
okay,
with that. Maybe you
okay.
can Google it out, like which are the pure
I'll do.
object programming
I'll do.
languages. Because yeah, the question you will get it. Okay, sometime the interviewer might ask, does Java is a pure object-oriented programming language? So for that, okay, so this is the solution you can give. Okay. Fine. So guys, since you guys uh, completed the DSA, right? So you guys uh, like worked on strings and also you guys worked on arrays as well. Anyone? What do you guys learned in DSA? You can type also if you guys. I don't know, like because it's not mentioned anywhere. But before we go into the like advanced Java, the knowledge is needed. Okay, so that is the reason. So what exactly you guys learned? Anything regarding strings and all you have learned? Strings and this array?
Yes, sir. We have learned about the string and arrays.
So what do you guys know about strings and all? Like no, just you solve the programs or internally how the memory and all stored and all you guys seen? Like what did you guys learn?
So
It's
there's
okay. Tell me, tell me.
string, I think it's a heap memory, something like that.
Regarding memories and all you have seen, is it? Okay. I will.
SCP, something like that. Right now I'm not able to recall it, but
Uh-huh.
it's like
Okay.
SC, it's a string constant pool memory and
Yes,
yeah.
yes, 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 yes. Okay. I will just do a recap. Okay. We will not go like in detail since you and you guys also worked on string buffer and builder also, string buffer builder and all.
It was
No,
more. problem oriented only, sir, like you said.
Okay, okay,
Not the
okay.
internals in some
Internals you
of the
haven't.
engineering. It was very competitive programming oriented question
Okay,
answer.
logic, kind of
But
a logic building like that you
yeah,
have learned.
yeah,
Not like internally have that.
not yeah. To my knowledge, no.
Okay, no problem. What I will do, like since you guys are familiar with strings and arrays, arrays also I think you have. I think in DSA they. Okay, so what we will do in this session, you'll understand like internally how the memory will be stored and all, so that logical building they have taught you like internal and all. I will just give you okay, so some idea. So I will just recap you like arrays, strings. In the end, we will see exception handling. Exception handling, you guys worked on exception handling in DSA?
No, sir.
No,
No.
no.
Okay. Great, great, great.
Also
Uh,
DSA,
uh,
other colleagues can also maybe comment.
okay.
Also in DSA, it was language neutral. So it was C++ or Python. It was
Oh,
more
okay.
logical. So Java
Uh,
syntax, so if you say linked list, so,
uh,
so there, okay, Python somebody would have used or somebody C or C++ we used.
okay, okay, okay.
So
Great,
it was
great.
language neutral. I just want that context is also
Okay. Maybe it will be like a kind of a logical building, I think.
right.
That's fine.
Exactly.
That's fine.
It was logic. It was pure approach
Uh-huh.
oriented, how to approach.
Okay,
And
okay.
of course, it had its own value. And that is how
Okay.
I think.
So that's great. So then what you can do, you can actually relate in Java how things will work. Okay. So I will explain to you. Okay. Okay. See, when it comes to strings, uh, s- as you know that string is a sequence of characters, but string in Java is an object. Okay. So string is basically an object in Java. So there are basically two ways you can create a string. One is with the string literal and another with new keyword. Okay, there are two ways you can create a string. Let me show you that. Okay, so see, there are two ways you can create a string. One is like uh, with the string literal. Okay, so this is like string s is equal to like this, hello, like this. Okay, so this is what string literal, and another is with the new keyword. Okay, uh, like this is one way, string literal, and another is with the new keyword. Okay, so now see, uh, as you can see that there are two ways, right? Now let's understand the concept of string. Okay, so this questions you might get it in some of the interviews. For example, see, string s is equal to hello, like that I have given, right? I will do string s1 is equal to hello, right? So now you can see that twice I have created, right? String s is equal to hello and string s1 is equal to hello. Now, how many objects will be created for this? Will it be a 2 or will it be a 1? Anyone? Any guess?
I think one, sir.
1,
One.
right? So basically, what will happen is uh, it will be a 1. But what will happen is if you create with the string literal and if you create with the new keyword, usually for a string, it will be there in a constant pool for literal. Okay, so as you can see that, so Java string is literal is created by double quotes like this. String s is equal to welcome, like that I have created. Each time you create a string literal, The JVM will check string constant pool first. If the string is already exist in the pool, okay, a reference to the pool instance is returned. If string doesn't exist in the pool, a new string instance is created and placed in the pool. So now what will happen is whenever you create like two strings, right? Like both yes and yes1, both are like the address is pointing to the same location. Okay. So let's do something like this. So what we can do, uh, we can check the reference. Okay. We can also check the value also. Okay. To check the reference, I will do like s1 double equals s double equals s1. Okay. And what I will do to check the value. Okay. So for that, always remember, some of you also get confused. See, whenever you are doing double equals actually you are checking the reference. Okay. Double equals you are checking the reference. To check the value, we have to use equals method. Okay. So I will do s dot equal equals s1. Okay. So the equals method, you have to use it for to check the value. So why I'm telling you repeatedly, because let's say you want to validate, let's say the username and password. Okay. So uh, in the time you have to use double equals or equals method. So what do you think?
Equals.
Equals method. Okay. So the equals method is the one which actually checks the value. Okay, whatever you are passing in the username or whatever you are passing in the password, equal method will actually check. Okay, but the reference will be done by. Okay, see now what I did, s is s double equals s1. Okay, s double equals s1. Similarly, s dot equals to s1. Both are I am getting true. Why? Because both S and S1 is actually pointing to a single memory location, which is actually hello. Okay. So what I'm telling you, now, for example, you created the string, right? Which is string S and string S1. String S1. So now what will happen? It will be pointing to hello. This will be there, right? Both S and S1. So it will be pointing to the same memory location. Okay. Now I will do the same thing. Okay. To the this heap memory also. Here I will do S double equals S3 I will do. Okay. Then I will do S dot equals S3 I will do. Okay. So now if I run the program, okay. Huh. See, S double equals S3, right? S double equals S3. So here basically uh, the reference is different, correct? Here basically like whenever you create with the new keyword, there will be actually memory location called as non-pool. Non-pool. Okay. So that is what it is telling. I'm getting false because here it is true, right? When you do s double equals s1, I'm getting true because it's pointing to the same memory location. But here what will happen? The memory location for this is non-pool. Okay. Whenever you create with the new keyword, in the heap there will be something called as non-pool. Okay, so that is the reason when I do s double equals s3, I am getting false. The second one is also I'm getting false because here s is referring to hello, right? The value for s is hello, s3 is high, right? But if I do hello here, now as you can see, both s value also hello, s3 also value also hello, right? Now when I run the program, as you can see, now I'm getting true because s equals will actually checks for the value, right? So that is the reason we are getting true. Okay, whenever we do double equals, it will check the reference. So obviously here it is coming in the pool, so that is I'm getting true. This value I'm getting from the non-pool, so that is the reason it will be false. Okay, the reference is mismatch. One is in the pool and another is in the non-pool. That is the reason I'm getting false here. Okay, now which will be the best way, best practice? Will it be a literal or will it be a new keyword? So the best way, okay, okay, let's do few more thing. Okay, for example, I created S3, right? Let's do something like this. I will do S4 here, S4. Now let's check. Both S3 and S4 is like a, you know, pointing to the same memory or different memory. Okay, let's check that. So I will do sysout. Then I will do S3 double equals S4 I will do. Okay. So when I run the program, as you can see, I'm getting false. Okay. Even I'm creating like the object, okay, which having the same value, but I'm getting false, right? But if I create like this, I'm getting true. So what does it mean? Now what happened was for S3 one memory location, one value, S4 different, right? So like that, in the non-pool, the memory will be created. So now by understanding like this, so what do you think? Which one is the more efficient way? Is it this one or this one? Which one will consume less memory? What do you think?
I think, sir, string S.
Correct. String literal, right? Because what will happen is like once the memory will be created, the value will be stored. The reference both S1 and S2 is pointing to the same memory location. So here for S3 and S4, what is happening is like individual like two objects are getting created. The memory, as you can see, the reference is also going to different location, right? The best and way or the most memory efficient means you always can go for string literal, not for the object. Okay, for the new keyword. Okay, okay, and also string is actually immutable in nature. Okay, so strings are basically immutable in nature. So what does it mean? For example, here s is equal to hello we have, right? So what I will do, s dot s dot I will do concat, right? Yeah, concat. I will type hello world. Okay. Now I will try to print the s here. Okay. See, for the string, what I'm doing, hello world, right? I'm trying to print. So when I do the concat, what will be the output? Anyone?
Hello world.
It should be hello world, right? But if I run the program, still I'm getting hello, right? So actually strings are like basically immutable in nature. Okay. Immutable in nature means you are not able to actually change the value. Okay. But if you want to access this, what you need to do, you have to create one more string like this. string v is equal to like this. Then you try to print the view v. You try to print the v.
Sir, if we write
Hmm.
S
Hmm.
plus word in the line number 6, at that time, what would be happen?
Okay, I will come to that. So now for now, what I do, as you can see, I'm getting hello world, right? So v is the one actually giving me the output, right? So you're telling like here straightforward like hello plus, sorry, hello plus world like this, right? You're telling. Okay. It will give me hello world because you are basically creating only one object, right? So for that you are doing like in one object it is adding. Okay. But when you performed any operation on that, so why this is not giving me concat? Okay, let me explain to you. See, what will happen uh, when I do string s, right? String s hello you have given, correct? What happened? Huh. String s is equal to what happened? Hello you have created. Hello you have created. Okay. Now, whenever you do the concat, what will happen is actually the new memory area will be created. So in that memory, so the hello world will be stored. Hello world will be stored. Now, this hello world, if you want to access, you have to create a different variable. Okay, so like this. Now this v we have to reference to the new memory area, which is this one. Okay. So that is the reason when you do the concat, the new object will be created. When you do the plus, it is just like for the same object itself, you are just adding that. But what will happen is when you do the concat, the new memory will be created. In that, the value will be stored as hello world. Okay. So basically, strings are basically immutable in nature, right? So what exactly is like in real life also? So I will always give some real time example because even whenever like you'll not easily forget that concept. Okay, so I hope you guys seen a movie called as X-Men. Okay, I don't know, it's just very old movie, right? I don't know how many of you seen the movie. So in the X-Men, we have a characters called as mutants, right? We will call them as mutant. Mutants are just like they looks like a normal human being, but all of a sudden they will get extraordinary power, right? So we'll call them as a mutant. Mutant means something like changeable. Okay, mutable means changeable. But strings in Java are basically like immutable in nature. Okay, so that is what the concept of immutable. Okay, see immutable strings in Java. In Java, string objects are immutable. The immutable simply means unmodifiable or unchangeable. Once Java object is created, the data or a state can't be changed, but new object is created. Okay, so this is the concept of immutable. Okay, but in real time, if there is a see, why actually you have the concept itself, right? Why strings are immutable in nature? So most of the time, in project and all, what will happen? For example, you will get two types, right? Sometimes you will get something like you want to change the value. Okay, for in some cases you want to change the value. In some cases you have to keep it same, right? For example, a database name or maybe a username or password. So let's imagine you created a string, right? maybe a username or password. Somebody try to manipulate, right? It cannot be changed, right? So for example, there will be something, some value, some string value you have to change for some time. So that time we will be having this concept of string buffer and builder. Okay, string buffer and builder. Okay, so string buffer and string builders, both are actually mutable strings. Okay, I will explain to you that. So string is immutable, string buffer and builder both are mutable strings. Okay, whenever you want, you will get a requirement, the value can't be changed, then go for a string literal or a string. Whenever if you want to manipulate something, you want to change something, then you can use builder or buffer, right? In DSA also, when you are learning, like whenever you are working on a string, then what you do, you convert it into the character array, right? So then after converting character array, then you used to take a string builder or buffer, then you modify, then you used to display, right? That is how you would have been learned, right? So why can't you directly after changing something, why can't you directly printing on the string? Why are you changing it, right? So that is because of the mutable and immutable nature. Okay. Okay. See, in string, methods are there. Okay. There are many methods. What you can do, you can s dot uppercase, lowercase, right? See, like that, there are like hundreds of methods. Like if you do like v dot, right? V dot. Okay, there are many methods. Caret, right? Compare to, concat, contains, equals. Okay, equal, ignore case. Okay, uppercase, lowercase, index of. Okay, is empty, check, I mean length, replace all, starts with, ends with. Okay, so there are many methods. You have it in a string. Some free time, what you do is like you have to explore these topics and all. For especially for DSA, when you are learning, you have to explore all these methods, how it can be worked and all. Okay, both for strings and string buffer, lots of methods are there. Okay, so when you are doing any logical building or so for that you have to use those methods. Okay. Okay, I want you guys to explore on that. Ends with, starts with, and all. Now it's not the right time. Replace, something like that. And even if you see here, when we are doing replace, you did like s dot replace. C++ is a programming language, right? I did s dot replace. C++ has to replace with the Java. Now what happened? Java is a programming language. The output will come, but so for that, you see, I'm taking new string t, like that I'm taking. I'm not taking directly. I'm printing yes. Instead of directly printing yes, I'm printing t. So that is what, whenever you manipulate, I mean, whenever you try to concat or something, you are doing any operation, the new object will be created. So for that, okay. Okay. So now let's come to the mutable string. Okay, string buffer is used to create a mutable string. Okay, string buffer in Java, mutable, right? So see, for example, I will create a string buffer. Hmm. Okay. See, now I took hello and I did world, right? Hello world. I'm trying to print yes, S5. As you can see, hello world I'm getting. Okay. String buffer and string builder. So now if you ask me, you're telling both string buffer and builder, both are like a mutable string, right? Like why we have like a two ways? Why can't we have only single way? Then what is the difference between string buffer and builder? So that is what we will see now. Okay. So basically string is a immutable. Okay, this is difference I missed it, I guess. Here it is. Okay. What is the difference between string buffer and builder, right? So string buffer is also mutable. String builder is also mutable, right? As you can see that string buffer is synchronized. Okay, string buffer is synchronized. String builder is non-synchronized. So anyone tell me, do you guys know, what do you guys know about synchronized and non-synchronized? Anyone know? In DSA, anywhere you have uh, gone through this concept of synchronized and non-synchronized?
I mean, in general,
Uh,
synchronized means it happens in sequence.
okay,
Non-synchronized means it can happen in parallel as well.
very good, correct. See, what will happen is when it comes to the synchronized, if one operation is happening, another has to wait. Okay, one after another, one after another, one after another, like that it has to run. Okay, but when it comes to a string builder, it is non-synchronized, which mean multiple uh, things you can perform at once. Okay, so that is the difference between synchronized and non-synchronized. Many times, like once I completed this, I will also explain to you the concept of collections. Okay, in collections, R list, linked list, and all, I will be explaining you. So that time and all, I will be keep on telling you non-synchronized, non-synchronized, non-synchronized. Non-synchronized means at a time multiple operations you can perform parallelly. Okay, that is non-synchronized. Now what will happen since one after another it has to wait, right? So due to that, string buffer is like a low performance, slower. Okay, string builder is high performance and faster. Okay, so why? Because many things. Okay, so there are many programs are available. Okay, in some free time you can explore. There is one program. In that program, what will happen is a string append they will do. Okay, string append they will do some, let's say 1,000 times string append. Like you, when you do it to the buffer and when you do it to the builder, what will happen is for buffer it will take more time. It will give you like the milliseconds will be there, right? It will give you more milliseconds to complete the operation. But string builder and all, it will give you less time. Okay, so like that, string buffer and builder. Okay, so like that. And also both for string buffer and builder, again you will be having a methods. Okay, append method, insert, delete, replace. So here you don't have to create a new reference, then you can display. You can directly perform delete, replace, or whatever you want to perform. You can actually perform on a string buffer. Okay. Okay. So this is the main thing. Okay. So in most of the interview, you will get questions like, what is the difference between string buffer and builder? What is the difference between string and string buffer? Okay. So the difference between string and buffers are, strings are basically immutable in nature. String buffer is, it will be a mutable in nature. Okay, so like that, you have to remember all of these differences and other things. Okay, this is the programs. As you can see that we have a string buffer and string builder. So here like append I am doing both for buffer and builder. Okay, this program you can execute and you can check what will happen is for the buffer it will give more time, more milliseconds to complete. For builder, it will give you less milliseconds. Okay, this program is there. So in some free time you can explore on this part. Okay. Okay. uh, Again, in arrays also, I just don't want to drag, because you guys worked many things, searching, sorting, binary search, this search, that search, and all you have done for now. Okay. But what I will explain to you, like the memory location. Okay. And in Java, like it's very different concept when it comes to a string. You understand something, but internally, again, in Java, it is different. Okay. So here also I will explain to you, okay, the memory location and other things. You know that what like in arrays and all, like there will be a drawback also, right? So arrays are basically like a homogeneous data type, right? So basically you can store only similar data types elements. For example, integer means you can store only integer value. Strings means only strings you can store it in an array. So like that, what you can do, it's a homogeneous data type. You can't mix something, right? And also array size is fixed, right? Whenever, if it exceeds, you will always get array out of bound exception, like that you will get, correct? And also if you want to you know create an array, what will happen is you will create like int a is equal to new int. Then what you can do, you can do the initialization, right? You want to print like that, you'll be do like that, you can initialize an array and you can do it, right? But in array, the important concept is multidimensional array. This is a very very interesting topic. Okay. So I want full concentration for this topic, so that you'll understand the concept. Okay. The multidimensional array I will explain. Okay. So now I will create a package. Okay. So this is a multi-dimensional array, right? So how exactly the memory will be allocated? So for this array, this is a multi-dimensional array. So how exactly the memory will be allocated? Let's imagine most of you think like, okay, if there is an array, you think like there will be a box, right? For example, one box will be there. So in this box, let's imagine the values will whatever the values you can store, correct? Like this. Okay. Now you see that here you have like a three values. You see two values are there. For example, if imagine if arrays are storing like this, right? Uh, First three values are there, right? So for example, 10 is there, okay? 20 is there, like 30, right? Then you see the 40, 50, 60, 60. Let's say we have like a 70 here, 70. Let's say this is 80. Let's say 80. But you see that we have like a 70, 80, like two we have, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, right? Then 90, 100, 110, correct? So 90, 100, 110. Now what about this area? If let's imagine if arrays are storing like this, what about this kind of a area, right? You can't keep empty like this, correct? This is not how the memory will be allocated for the array, correct? So if the memory area allocated like this, what about the areas of empty like this? Because here you are passing just 70, 70, 80. What about unallocated area? It will be wasted, right? If the arrays are storing like this, what if you have like if three elements are not there? Imagine if you have like two elements, then 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 what about the memory, right? Oh, so for that, in array we follow something called as array of array technique. Okay. we have something called as array of array technique. So what does it mean? So first there will be an array. Okay, there will be an array. So now there will be an array. Then for this array, there will be one more array like this. Okay. Then there will be a one more array like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay. So now, like this, it will be. So see, we have like two arrays, correct? We have two array. So first there will be one array, okay, which is 0 and 1. This is the index 0. This is 1. This is 1. Now again this will be 0. Oh, sorry. This will be 0. This will be 1. This will be 0. This will be 1. Okay. You have two arrays. So now what will happen is the 0 will be there, right? So it will be uh, it will be linked like this. It will be linked like this. Okay. Again for 0, it will be linked like this. For 1, it will be linked like this. This will be for 0 and this will be for 1. Okay. So like this, as you can see that this part will be stored and this part will be stored, right? So now here this will be what? 10, 20, 30. Okay. So for this 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So this will be 40, 50, 60. So for 0 again, here it will be 70 and 80. So there will be two area only, 70 and 80. 70 and 80. And for 1, as you can see, it will be 90, 100, 110. So it will be like 90, 100, and this will be 110. Now again, you see we will be having like a 0. Okay. It will be like a 0 here. This will be first location. This will be in second location. This will be 0. It will be 1. This will be 2. This will be a 0. And this will be 1. This will be 0. This will be 1. This will be 2. Okay. Now, if you store like this, you're not wasting any memory, right? Now, what we will do, we'll try to, fetch the value. Okay. So the first value I'm going to fetch from the multidimensional array, something like this. Okay. Let's try to fetch. Okay. I want to fetch the value 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Okay. So here you see this is 0, right? 0. From 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. What is the value? Value will be 60, right? So when I execute the program, as you can see here, I'm getting 60. Okay. So it will be a 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. The value is 60. Okay. Now I want you to look at this diagram and tell me what is the value of x of 1, 1, 1. Okay, look at this diagram and tell me what is the value for 1, 1 and 1. Anyone?
100.
100, right? So now if I run the program, as you can see that I'm getting 100. Now, what will be the value for 1, 120? Yeah, what is the value for 120? 120. What do you think? 120. See here, there is no two value, right? 120. If you even if you try to access that 120, 120, I'm trying to find the value which is not there in the index. Okay. Now, when I try to run it, see, I'm getting array index out of bound exception. Okay. So this is how exactly the multi-dimensional array will work. So it follow the concept of array technique. So why array technique? So here, let's say for 0, like, 1, 0, this array, we are only giving two values, right? If imagine if the values are storing in a box, then the empty spaces will go. But if you follow arrays technique, how much values are there, for that much only you are actually allocating the memory. Okay, so that no memory will be wasted. Okay, so that is actually the reason. Okay. 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 So see, on the logic building, I hope you guys completed the DSA. Okay, the memory wise I have explained. I just don't want to go in detail, but whatever is needed to understand the memory areas and location. Okay, and also in real time, if you want to use whether it can be a string, which when you have to use string, if there is any modifier, you want to modify something on a string, what you have to do. So for that, I'm giving you whatever is needed for the web development. Okay. So on that basis, I'm just training you on that part. Okay. Okay. On DSA, you guys learned uh, the collections, right? Have you guys gone through collection? In collection, what and all you have learned? Anyone? Have you guys gone through array list, linked list, set and all you guys gone through? First. You can type on collection framework, array list, linked list, set, map. No, CPP, yeah, okay. Not sure, sadly. Okay. Okay, what we will do, I will just give you the brush up on the collection framework. Okay. Okay. See, in the array concept, right? In array, what all the problems we have it in array? The first problem was with the space, right? Space, you can have only store like a fixed value, right? And the second thing is like you can have only uh, you know same data type only you can store, right? But when it comes to the collection, for example, see, in collection framework provides architecture to store and manipulate the group of object. The collection can achieve all the operations that you perform on a data, such as searching, sorting, insertion, manipulation, deletion. It provides a kind of a ready-made architecture. Guys, collection frameworks are very, very important. Okay, you have to remember all the properties. Okay, next session also a few other I will explain to you. But whatever I explain, please make sure because you want to become a Java backend developer, right? See, when you fetch the data from the DB, obviously you have to store it in the collection frameworks. Maybe whether it can be a array or whether it can be a, I mean, array list or linked list or a hash map, right? You have to know the properties. If someone asks you what is the property for array list or a linked list or a set or a map, okay, even queues. So like that, at least uh, if I if I ask you to explain regarding array list, you should be in a position to explain me at least 5 minutes on the topic. Okay, so like that we have to work because we are concentrating on the backend developer, right? You should have the collection framework, okay, knowledge. So now let me explain to you the first one, which is array list. The array list uses a dynamic array for storing the elements. Okay, so the importance point of array list is, see, array list can have a duplicate elements. Okay, the first one, guys, please, 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 I want you guys to memorize all of this. Even after completing the session also, I want you guys to go through this particular slide I will share with you. I want you guys to memorize. Okay, so array list is basically, it can have a duplicate elements. Array list maintains insertion order. I will explain to you each in detail. Okay, array list is a non-synchronized. Non-synchronized, you already know now, right? Multiple operations you can perform, right? Which that is actually non-synchronized. Then array list allows random access because array works on basis of index basis. Okay, and array list is slow. The manipulation shifting of elements will happen. Okay, let's understand the array list. Okay, and one more thing which is very, very important, whatever it is, okay, list or set, map, all this will comes from util package. Okay, so why I'm telling you, when you are working on the collection framework, okay, in real time, when you try to import like, if you take a list, you will get like around 5 packages. So among that, you always need to know which one to import. Remember, whatever we are doing, it will be coming from util package. Okay, so first I'm going to teach you is, see, first super class is there, right? That is list. Okay, below the list we will get array list and linked list. Okay, so what I'm telling you is, you can directly print array list like this is equal to new array list like this. As I told you, the array list you have to import, right? You have to import. So which package? It will be from the util package. So this is the util package. Now I took one array list. See, either you can pass like this or you can actually pass like this also, because under list we will get the, under list we will be getting the array list, right? So either you can do the upcasting, right? List is equal to new array list like this also you can take, or array list is equal to new array list like that also you can take. Okay. Okay. So in this array list, if you want to store any, see, in array what happened? It is just like a homogeneous data type, right? But in array list, what you can do, you can actually add any sort of data. For example, if you want to store integer, you can store it. If you want to store a boolean, you can give like true false, you can give. For example, if you want to add a character, that is also possible. Okay, that is also possible. Let's say I want to add maybe a string, that is also possible. So in array list, basically you can store any type of data. Okay, so it's not like you can always I want to print, right? It's not like that you can actually keep only one type. So you can see that any kind of data you can store. Okay. So this is actually non-generic. Okay. But you can also make array list as a generic. Okay. So generic means, for example, if this array list is there, okay, you want to restrict this array list just to store the integers, or you want to store only the strings. Then let's say I want to store string. You can give like this string. Okay, let me copy that and I will paste it here like this. Now what happened? Non-generic to generic I'm converting. So I'm telling the list type will be string, right? Now what is happening? I'm able to store only the string values. As you can see that now in this array list, I can add only the array list. I mean the string items only. Okay. So now what I did, I made this particular array list as string. Okay. I make it as generic. So when I run the program, as you can see that I am able to store the values. Okay. Okay. In array list, what all the properties? The first property is in array list, you can actually use duplicate elements. For example, here you see cat is there, right? I will try to add a cat one more time like this. Now you can see that you will get a cat twice. Okay, duplicate elements are possible. Okay, let's say I want to store, let's say, null values. Now what will happen if I store null values? Ar dot add. I will try to store null. Then I will do ar dot add. Okay, I will store null value. Okay, so now when I run the program, as you can see that I'm able to store null values. So duplicate of elements are possible. Okay, null values you can store. Okay, two properties just now. The third property is the array list actually follows the insertion order. So what do you mean by insertion order? Whatever the elements you push, that will be stored in 0. If you pass second element, it will be stored in 1. Third element, second, like that. One after another, one after another. Okay. So in the array list, it will be like this. Like this. Whatever the element you allocate, so first will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that it will store. Okay, it will follow the insertion order. But the main problem with the array list is, since it follow the insertion order, let's say you try to delete something. Let's say you want to delete the element. What will happen is the shifting of elements will takes place. The elements whatever is there, that will be shifted here. Whatever is there shifted here, right? Whatever is there, it will be shifted here. Okay, so this is the problem with the array list. Array list, okay, now I will tell you what are the properties. The first property is it can have duplicate elements. Okay, array list can have store null values. Array list is non-synchronized. Array list follow insertion order. Okay, uh, but the problem with the array list is, if you delete something, what will happen? The shifting of elements will happen, right? Now, when the shifting of elements will happen, due to that, the performance will be slow for array list. Okay. To solve this problem, we will be having a something called as linked list. So the linked list will be something like this. It will be stored like this. Okay. It will be like this. Now, for the linked list, see the name itself is there, linked list. Okay, it will be like this. It work exact like array list only. In linked list also, for example, see now what I will do, instead of array list, I will take a linked list now. Linked list. Okay, so when I take the linked list, it will work exactly like array list. Okay, here in the linked list, it is also non-synchronized. Okay, non-synchronized means many things you can perform parallelly. Non-synchronized. Second thing is, linked list, you can store null values. As you can see that I'm getting null values. Next, the main advantages of the linked list is when you compare with the array list. See, in array list, what will happen? The elements will shift will happen, right? But when it comes to the linked list, the shifting of elements will not happen. For example, if you try to delete anything, for example, if you try to delete anything, what will happen is you delete that. Now what will happen? The directly the node will be attached to the other node. So just in array list, the shifting of elements will happen. But when it comes to a linked list, if you try to delete something, shifting will not happen. But what will happen? The link will be removed. It will be joined to the element which we have it at the next. Okay. This is the main advantages of the linked list. Okay. Any questions?
But uh,
Hmm. Tell
in
me.
Java's linked list,
Hmm.
is random access possible as an access with an
Uh,
index?
Index you can access. That you can do. Just like array, how you pass it in index, AR1, AR2, AR3, like that you can access. Index wise you can access. Okay. Just
Okay.
like array only, it will follow the insertion order. With the index basis you can access. See, array list allows random access because array works on the index basis. See, that is what the question you asked. We have the solution here itself on the screen.
No, so I was asking about linked list.
Linked list also you can access. That is also kind of a index only. Okay, so in the linked list, w linked list, to store the elements, it provides a linked list of data structure. So the important points of the linked list is, here linked list class can duplicate elements, maintain insertion order. Linked list is non-synchronized. Linked list, the manipulation is fast because no shifting of elements will happen. It is just like array list only. The only thing is the shifting will not happen. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now see, what will happen is in real time, when you fetch the data, you have to store it somewhere, right? Whether it can be array list or like that. Now let's imagine you are actually getting the data. So in that data, you have to eliminate the null values. Okay, you have to eliminate the null values, or you want to keep only the unique records. Okay, so that time what will happen is you can use something called a set. Okay, okay, so let's see the property of set. Okay, now let me take a set. Either you can use hash set, So all will come from util package only. See here we have like multiple, right? Util package only you have to select. Okay. So let's say, okay. So now I will try to add a string on the set. For example, I will pass hello. Okay. S dot add hi. S dot add, let's say, world. Okay. Let's say I will do s dot add. I want to keep the null values. Here also I will add multiple null values. Okay. I will try to add a null values. Okay. Hello, hi. I added two null values and world. Okay. Uh, Unique items. Okay. I have to keep one unique item here. Okay. So like this, I took it. Okay. Now, when I try to print this set here, now let's see what will happen. I want to print it, right? Sorry. See now what happened? Null value we have like two times, right? Two times we have. But you see that once only it took. Okay, one null value only it took. Okay. Then you see that high is there, right? High is there. Okay. Next world is there. So now what we understand is null once it allowed. Okay, in the hash set, once it is allowed. The next thing is duplicate elements got removed. As you can see here, hello and hello twice I've added. As you can see that we are getting only once. Okay. Uh, so we also have a tree set also. Tree set. Let me import. Let's see what will happen. If I use a tree set, okay. Now you see that I'm getting an error. It's telling me that objects require non-null. So now see both tree set and hash set actually it keeps only the unique items. Okay. But what is the difference between the tree set and hash set is in the tree set you can't keep null values. So let's say I will remove the null values. Now let's see what will happen. Now you can also see that uh, the order is also changed. See the duplicate elements also it is removed. Hello is there, right? And also you see that it is following the ascending order. The tree set, for example, this hello world, let's see if I try to put at the beginning, let's see now will the order will change or that is also we will see. See ascending order it is following in tree set. It's following the ascending order. The next thing is it will not allow any null value. It will also eliminate the duplicate elements. Okay. That is actually the tree set. Okay. Okay. So that is what like if you want to fetch any unique records, you want to fetch any if there is no null record, you want to restrict the user not to pass any null values or data you wanted like in the ascending order. What you can do, you can go for a trace it. Okay. Okay. So now the last one is the map. Last one is map. All of you, okay, I will share you this presentation. Okay. Uh, Please at least in interview, especially if you are putting a resume as a backend developer, okay, you need to know all of this. Okay, difference between array list, linked list, or what is the difference between array list and set? What is the difference between a map and what is what is actually the properties of map, right? Or what is the difference between array list and array? Okay, so like that. So what you do, just understand. You don't have to do the mug up. If you know how the properties will work, it is very easy for you to memorize. Okay. Okay. So now we have a hash map. So, I mean map. Let's say I will take map and okay. See, if you have a map, it will be like a key and value pairs. Okay. So we will be having a key. Okay, there will be a key and value pair. So I have to take integer, comma, string. Okay, like this, integer, comma, string. Let me import that. Import the hash map. As usual, util package. Map is also from the util package. Okay. So now here add method, you will not get it. You will get hm dot. You can add a put here. Let's say a key will be there. Key value I will give 0. Key value will be 0. Then you can have a value. Value can be anything. Okay. You can give like this. Key value pairs will be basically. Okay. So let me copy this. Paste it here. Okay. Okay. Now the properties of map I will explain to you. So whenever you get the map, map can have key and value pairs. Key and value, key and value. That is the first property. The second property of map is, for example, you will be having a key and value pairs, right? You will be having key and value pairs. When it comes to key and value pairs, for example, twice you have given 0. First hello is there, next hi is there, correct? Twice you took the same data. Now, how the values will be stored, let's see. When I run the program, okay, I want to print it, sorry. See, now what happened? This hello was there, right? This got eliminated. Okay. So the keys, whatever is there, okay, the latest one only it will actually get. So since you have like two key values, now what happened was this got eliminated and this is actually keeping this one only. Okay. So it can have only unique key values. Okay. In map, you can have only unique key values, but values can be duplicated. The values is there, right? You can have like a n number. Let's say you can have like here I will put 2. Okay. Values can be anything, but keys only once it will accept. The unique keys will be accepted. Okay. So that is the second property. So the third property is it will allows null value once. When I do hm dot put, it will allow once key as null. Like this. As you can see, once it will allow. As you can see, null is there, right? Once it will allow. So next time if you put, let's say null value here, let's say instead of world, I will give like maybe some name, right? Like this. Now this value will be eliminated. This one it will keep. Okay. When I run the program, as you can see, Amar it is keeping and world it got eliminated. Okay. So once only the one time it will allow any key value one time. Okay. Now, what about the value? you can have n number of null values, which mean, let's say like this. Here I will pass, let's say 3, 4, 5. This, as you can see that you can have n number of values can be null. Okay, keys should be unique. Okay, so but in a map you can have a key and value pairs. Okay, so whatever I told, it's there in the notes. I recommend you to like map and all properties and also have given. Okay, so I want you to go through and also hash map maintains no order. Okay, so like that there are the properties. I want you guys to go through all of this. Okay, okay. So what we will do, we'll solve the FAQs. Okay, I will stop it here. So next week what we will do is like uh, we will be we will work on multi-threading, very important concept, and I will explain to you in detail how to create a threads multiple ways. Okay, how to uh, set the priority for the threads, and also Java 8 features. We will see some of the Java 8 features and all I will explain to you. Okay, so that we will see in the next session. So what we will do, I will just stop it here. So today I have covered encapsulation class. Then we have seen arrays, strings we have seen, and we have seen like a list, map, and set. Okay, so let's solve some FAQs for today. Okay, so I want you guys to comment your answers in the chat section. Okay, I want everybody to participate. See, can interface have fields? What they're asking is, can interface can have a variables? So you can comment your answers in the chat section. What do you think? Okay, I'm getting no. Guys, all of you, please participate. Fast, fast, fast. I can see only 3 people are participating. I want everybody to please participate. Okay, so all of you are telling no, right? Okay. See, what I'm asking is, let's say I have a interface, correct? Interface. Let's take one interface. See, I have, right? So, like, we are not creating any object. Then how exactly you can access that, right? So now, see, an interface can have variables. Now, let's say here, I will try to create object of B. And I will do B dot I. Okay, I will do B dot I. So when I do the B dot I, it is referring us. See, it will give you the result, I think. It will give you the result as 10, but I'm referring as the B, right? So instead of that, I think you can actually access like this. Okay, interface name with variable. Okay, like this you can, I think this will work. Yeah, this will work. So you can refer the interface name and the variable name. See, you will not be using it because I don't think in anywhere in interface you can have variables. Most of the time you will be going for methods and all. Okay. Uh, but the important part, anything you keep it. Okay. In interface, it will be public in default. Okay. So answer for this is yes. Yes, you can access with interface name. Okay. Can class implement multiple interfaces? What do you think? Please comment your answers. Can class implement multiple interfaces? Okay, all of you are telling yes, right? We have seen the multiple inheritance concept, right? Class implement multiple interface. That is what we have done. Here you see the, we have done something like this, right? Where is it? This one. Here. A class implements multiple inheritance. Yes. Okay. Can interface methods be private? What do you think? Private. Can interface methods can be private? Okay. Nikhil is telling yes, no. Okay, all of you are telling no, right? Okay, I will explain to you actually. Don't confuse. This is a kind of a misunderstood topic. See, now what will happen is, see, this is wrong, right? Whenever you give like a private, this is absolutely wrong because this method has to be overridden. If you make it as a private, it will not make sense, right? Now, what will happen is, uh, see, you will be having a default method and static methods, right? What about that? Can we make it as a private or not? What I'm doing is, let's say I have a default method, okay? Default void run, okay? So let's say I have a static also. Let's say I have a static. Okay, this I will make it as the run one. Okay. Oh, run one is already there. Okay, I will make it as run three like this. See, for this and all, you can't make it as a private, even for variables also, right? Now, what about default and static? Can we make it as a private or not? Okay, so that is important. So, see, if I make it as a private, see, I'm not able to do it, right? So, illegal combination of modifiers, private, private interface method, right? What about static? Can we make a static as a private? See, this is interesting. For static method, it accepted. Default method, it is not accepted, right? Why? Because static methods you can access with the interface name. But default method, what will happen? Object creation is needed, right? So if you make it as a private, obviously how you are able to access, right? For interface, anyway, you can't able to create a object. So default, incomplete methods, this and all is not supported, but for static methods is supported, right? My question is now, my doubt is, what if I do a dot run 3? Will it possible? I want to do a dot. See, I'm not able to access, right? A dot run 3. But if you have any static method, you can actually only you can use it in the interface here itself. Okay. My recommendation, you tell no. Okay, because even if you put the private C, you are not able to access, right? For static, it is accepting. That doesn't mean it is giving an error, right? It is accepting, which mean only in interface you can have. But even if you want to try to access outside, you are not able to access that. But what if I want to, now I removed private. Now what will happen if I able to access that? See, now I'm able to access outside, right? So this concept you tell usually no only. Okay. For static methods, it will accept, but it will not give you an any error. Okay. Uh, okay. Can an interface extend another interface? Tell me. Can an interface extend another interface? So all of you know now, right? All of you become Java rockstar for now, right? Answer is yes. Okay. What is the difference between abstract class and interface? Okay. Can anyone type one difference in the chat? One difference. abstract class and interface. Okay, see, in abstract class, you can't achieve multiple inheritance. Okay, you cannot have abstract class, you cannot have uh, abstract class, you cannot have achieve, right? Okay, okay. Can interface extend an abstract class? An interface extends an abstract class. What do you think? Interface extends abstract class. Answer is why so much of confusion? No, no, it is asking, see, no, actually, right? We have a interface and class, right? We can't extend, we can implement, right? If you have two interface, you can extend. If you have two classes, you can extend. Interface cannot extend an abstract class. You can implement. Okay, no. Can an interface have static methods? You already know the answer. Just now I typed. Yes, yes. Hmm. Interface extend multiple interfaces. You already know. Hundreds of time I told. Answer is yes. Interface can have a constructor. What do you think? Interface can have a constructor. What do you think? See, abstract class and all you can have no problem. Abstract class. But in interface, let's see what will happen. If I try to create an constructor like this, okay, I will get an error, right? And object creation itself is not happen for interface, right? So answer is no actually. Set list set map. See, list maintains insertion order, right? Insertion order. Insertion order. Okay. Null value is accepted. Okay. Duplicate elements you can store. Okay. Non-synchronized. Non-synchronized. Okay. For the set, it will not follow any insertion order. Okay. Not follow insertion order. Null values, I think for hash map, once it is allowed. Okay. Hash map, once it is allowed, usually for, sorry, hash set, once it is allowed. Tree set not at all accepted. Okay. Usually you can tell no, I mean, null value is not accept, but expect hash set. Okay. Uh, and one more thing, okay, whenever, okay, if somebody asks you regarding any of the collection framework, okay, there is one property you can always tell that is non-synchronized. This is common for everything. Okay, most of the collection framework, okay, it is non-synchronized only. You can tell non-synchronized and non-synchronized like multiple collections. Map, you know that it values like key value pairs will be there, right? Key value pairs will be there. Like a unique key values it will keep. Unique keys will be there, right? Values can be null, right? Tell me, Padmish. You raised your hand, huh?
Okay, null
Hmm.
is allowed,
Huh. Hmm.
except, I mean, tree set is what does not allow null set, right? Not as set, right?
Correct. Correct. Expect. Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you. While typing, I made a mistake. Sorry. Reset. Thank you for helping me out. Yeah. Okay. That's a good observation. Key values can be null. Okay. So see, all properties, insertion order, index based, null values accepted, duplicate elements will be stored. But array list is slow. Array list is slow due to the shifting of elements. Linked list is fast. Okay. So what happens if you have add duplicate elements into a set? Though this we already discussed. So for hash set, it will accept. Tree set, it will reject. You will get a null pointer exception itself in this in the tree set. Okay. Okay. Can map have a duplicate keys and values? What do you think? Duplicate keys not allowed, but keys you can have. Sorry, values you can have. Tell me, Padmish.
Yes, sir, on the previous point, right? Array list
Hmm.
and linked list difference.
Hmm.
Uh, I think linked list access is slower in linked list than array list, right?
That is also one example. Okay, because what will happen is if you have any smaller array, right? You
Mm.
can go for array list. But if you have a big array, because whenever you delete something, the shifting will happen, right? So that time and all, you go for linked list like that, right?
Okay.
Mm. Because if shifting is happening, if you take the large values, lots of shifting will happen. The performance will problem will there. If it is small and all, right? Easily you can access and all. Very less value, you can go for array list like that. That's good. Okay. See, it's a collection framework. Okay. Uh, the content is just like you can teach for 1 week. We can speak like on 2 hours. You can continuously you can work on array list, right? So what I recommend you is, see, I will tell you implementation details. Basic is whatever is needed. What I recommend you is, when you have like a free time, once you completed all the basics and like the minimum things, the relations between the array list, linked list, set map, like that. Once you completed that, then go in detail. Okay, when you have time, go in detail. When you don't have time, at least for the interview preparation, try to tell the important things. When you have time, more time, you want to dig some more thing, many things like that, right? So you can go for like that. It's Java, yeah, it's object oriented programming language. So if you keep on digging, if you go for memory location internally, right? You can find like n number. 2 hours I can speak only an array list. Okay, so that is there. Okay, so when you have time, please spend. You have less time for the interview preparation, you want to just go through like upper level, please go through it. Okay. Okay. What is the difference between array and array list? As you already know, array size is fixed, but array list is not like that. It's a collection framework. It's a ready-made architecture, right? And array, you can have only the homogeneous data type, but in array list, you can have n number of elements. Okay, so both you can access through index only. Okay. Okay. So where are we now? Okay, see, session 1, I haven't missed any topic. Session 2 also haven't missed any topic. Session 3 also, super, inheritance, polymorphism, everything is covered. Okay. So now in session 4, just this is covered yet, right? Set list map is covered. In the next session, so this session is there, right? So this is entirely on Java 8 features. Okay. See, now in the next session, what I will do, I will explain to you some of the features of Java. Okay, Java 8 features. What we will do is, see, I will help you since you completed the DSA. Here, what you will learn is, for example, we have a employee. Okay, we have a list of employee. So what we will do, we will create one Pojo class. We will add all the properties. Then what we will do, we'll take maybe an array list. So in that list, we'll add all the data. So from the data, let's say you want to fetch, let's say you added 10 employees in the list. You want to fetch who actually gets the maximum salary. Okay. Okay. Who will get the least salary? What is the average of the salary? Right? Like that, what we will do, this is very important because in real time also, when you get the data, right? With the data, you want to perform any operations. So how exactly going to perform, right? So that is very, very important. So what we will do, we will take one employee class. So in that we will add the data. So how to use streams and collectors. Okay. So instead of writing a big logic, in 2-3 lines, we are able to sort whatever is needed. Okay. So we'll solve it. Okay. That is actually using Lambda function for concise and functional program. This one. Okay. Okay. Queues we need to work. Maybe next session I will explain to you on the queues. This is the new features. I mean, not new features. Java 8. Earlier, when we were telling new. Now Java is not at all new. Java 8 is not at all new. Now already 24, right? The Java version. Okay, and this is important. So threads complete we will work. Multi-threading, okay, synchronized mechanism, thread pools, uh, all these things. Okay, this is very important. In detail, I will explain to you step by step, like that I will explain. Okay, these two topics next week I will cover. See, that's it only. Okay, once you worked on Java 8 and the multi-threading part, the next part is we'll starting from the Spring framework. Okay. Probably I will try to close these two things in the next session only. I will try to close because collection of the things I have covered, right? Just uh, the we need uh, the multi-threading and this thing. Okay, I will try to complete. Probably from today is 3, right? Yep. Yes. This is an interesting topic. Okay. There are many things we can do with the multi-threading. In detail, we will be learning. We'll be executing around 10 programs. Each detail we will see. Okay. It's a good thing. Okay. So we will learn in detail. I will explain to you the whole thing on the multi-threading. Then on the new features. Okay. Once we completed it, then we will forwardly. Little bit I will starting with the Spring Boot or Spring Framework, Spring Core we will work. Okay. So next session we'll be on core Java. After that, we'll be starting with the advanced Java topics. Okay, very, very important. See, when I start the advanced Java, as I told you, see, every day, right? We'll be starting from Spring Core, right? So from there, we'll be moving into Hibernate. So once we completed that, then we'll be jumping into Spring Boot, right? So Spring Boot, one full backend I will teach you. Okay, so what I will do, I will cover all the uh, like model view controller, right? Model view controller. So from there, validations, okay, exception handler. How can you add exception handler in the backend, right? So whatever is needed, mappings, Hibernate, one to one, one to many, many to one. So how to identify the relationships? What is the difference between fetch type, right? Lazy, eager, cascade types. So all that topics I will cover. Okay. So once you completed the Spring Boot and all those topics, Spring Security, authentication, authorization, okay, uh, then loggers, okay. So lots of interesting topics, caching, reading, microservices also will work. Okay, so you'll get full knowledge. Okay, once you complete, and also I will make sure not to skip any of the thing, and also hopefully at the end, every day at least 10-15 we will solve. Okay. So at least 20 session, 10 also we are solving. It will become 200 questions for you, right? 200 solve questions we are solving, right? So whole aspect I will cover. So once, but the only thing is please try to like once you completed the session, spend few minutes. Okay. Next session when you come, please brush up and come. That's what I wanted. Once you completed the, I mean, once I start the advanced Java, you don't have to work more on the theory part, right? So there will be more practical and lot of you'll it will be a kind of a project building approach only we are following, right? So now only 2-3 class only little bit of theory, okay, and also uh, like everything, okay, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, interfaces, right? So please try to learn the definition. What is the relationship? I mean, what is the object classes? So even if you don't have to mug up, right? So in Java, everything is like uh, whatever I teach you, you are able to see it in the real time, right? It's not like that a theory something is happening or practical something is happening. It's not like that, right? So try to you know memorize, okay, and brush up and come back. 3 sessions, okay. Don't skip any topic. Execute this keyword, super keyword means all. How to call methods with this, how to call. You'll be getting recorded session also, right? So once again, you watch, type all the programs. So once you are very good at basics, in advanced Java, you don't have to worry much because everything is like a kind of a straightforward, right? So it will be more easy for you guys. Okay. Okay. So I'm stopping here, and I'm looking forward to meet you in the next week. Okay. Please brush up and come, and have a happy weekend. Okay. So hopefully we'll catch up next week. Okay.